Why do we teach? We teach because we love it when our students get it. When I hear, Andrea, I spoke up in a meeting today and people listened to me. That's why I do it. When a student says, now I'm who I really am in English. That's why. Essentially, it's about being part of a person's transformation. And successfully learning another language is about transformation. And today, I'm going to argue that integrating coaching skills and coaching exercises into the ESL classroom is a powerful way to help our students make that transformation. So first I'm going to talk about what coaching is, or at least in 40 seconds. Second, how coaching can help us encourage, support, and challenge our students. And finally, I'll argue that in order to help our students, we need to know and challenge our own assumptions and to help them move forward. So coaching is about helping individuals get from where they are to where they want to be. It involves both doing, accomplishing goals, and also being, developing self-awareness, knowledge about ourselves. Anyone who's ever tried to quit smoking, lose weight, write a thesis, knows that change is hard. So if we are connected to our passions, to what's really important to us, then this gives us a vision that helps us go through that difficult time. So coaches ask clients questions like, who are you? What's really important to you? What inspires you? What turns you on? Or at least in a spiritual, intellectual sense. And when we know what our values and visions are, then we can move on to reaching our goals, to doing. So the coach helps their client set goals. They help them figure out, okay, how am I going to achieve that goal? And they hold them accountable. And research has shown that involving other people in our goals is really powerful. If we hear an idea, we have about a 10% chance of reaching our goal. If we skip down to the bottom, because I don't have any time, if we set a meeting with a person who we've committed to, we have a 95% chance of committing reaching our goal. So it's very powerful. So now just focus more on our students. So I'm going to argue that we need to get personal with our students to help them identify their vision, their motivation. Also to help them look at their unconscious assumptions that might be holding them back. And make goals and figure out how to reach those goals. So as I said, identifying motivation and vision helps move people. Sometimes the real motivation, though, is buried. So a student might say, my motivation is losing my accent. But the real motivation might be making a difference in the world, might be being successful, might be being themselves in English. Some of the exercises to get at these values are questions like, what 3 achievements are you proudest of and why? If someone were to make a speech about you, what would they say? And who inspires you and why? In addition to looking at vision, we need to look at unconscious assumptions. So these are voices in our head. I'm not good enough, I'm an imposter, I'm not smart enough. And when we don't really realize we're hearing them, we can challenge them. So we can help our students make those voices explicit. And then we have a better chance of challenging them. So just a short example, one of my students was having a very hard time. And it turns out that he had equated being successful with being a native speaker. And when he realized that he had made that assumption, he was able to take a look at that and say, oh, I don't really believe that. So in addition to the inner work, the being, we also need to look at goal setting. Sometimes we need to help our students with the goals, as Joan mentioned today. So the goal of getting rid of my accent might become the goal of slowing down my speech and getting the sentence stress right. So it's setting goals that are achievable, that are realistic. And then we work on, okay, how are you going to get to that goal? How can we create a structure for you that helps you get to that goal? And when are you going to do it by? So in addition to helping our students, we as teachers need to do our own work. and look at ourselves. As Mario says, we inevitably end up teaching ourselves. And we need to know how who we are as teachers affects our students. So I'll give you an example about this. Most ESL teachers have no problem with supporting and encouraging our students. We're really nice people, particularly in Toronto. Anyone who's in Adrian's workshop will recognize that. But sometimes we need to support our students by challenging them. So the Maha, I think that Joan mentioned, when we hear someone saying consistently, oh, I don't have time to do my homework, then we need to say, you're choosing not to do your homework. How does this fit with your goals? What do you need to change in order to reach those goals? Do you need to be in this class at this time? And sometimes we need to let people fail in order to give them the chance to succeed. So today I've talked about saying that coaching helps us help our students transform themselves, and that part of the way to do that is to help our students become aware of what drives them, of what holds them back, and of how they want to set and achieve goals. And in doing this, we need to develop our own self-awareness and push and test our own boundaries. I know that in 6 minutes and 40 seconds is not a lot of time. If you're interested in anything more specific, please contact me. I'd be happy to talk to you. And I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you.